point. So we need to organize that front row. So it needs to be a little bit more of a curve.
A little more of a curve. So I need left side.
We want to create this formal concept of a USA Cycling national team. It's something that we've not had for a long time. Jim tells me the last time that we had it was in 2000, which I guess means that I was a part of it, but I'm not really.
You just didn't know it, apparently?
Yeah, well, it wasn't, yes, we had one, but it was one of those things where there was no formal announcement or launch. You didn't know you were on it. You didn't find it on the website. It wasn't branded. There was none of that infrastructure around it, even when we had it. So this is kind of a big thing for USA Cycling to actually say, you know, we are actually clearly defined what this is.
So there's 5 disciplines of cycling that are in the Olympics. So those are the ones we're focused on right there. Obviously, cyclocross is a big part of cycling, and that is also a component of our national team. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But as far as the Olympics go, it's 7 medals that we're shooting for. We also, along those disciplines, we want to win a medal in every one of those disciplines. We feel that we can be the first country since BMX was added to the Olympic program to win a medal in every discipline.
This is about us trying to provide better support to our top athletes, promote the sport more, and create a pathway that people can aspire to. We want our athletes to be doing an outstanding job in the international field of play. And we want those that are kind of trying to get there know exactly what it takes to do that, or clarify, take the mystery out of it.
There are 3 different tiers, gold, silver, and bronze. Basically, in each discipline, we wanted to make it consistent across those so that if you're a gold team member in BMX freestyle, it's similar to a gold team member in on the road. And basically, for the gold level, it's primarily world championship or Olympic Games in a post-Olympic year medalist. That's how you get to the gold level. Silver, typically you're a finalist at the World Championships. You're hitting kind of a top 8 type of a ranking. You may also be one of the best in the world on a series-wide ranking, like a World Cup ranking or something like that. At the bronze level then, you're more of an up-and-coming athlete. You're performing well at key events. You may also be one of the top U23 athletes in the world and coming up along that pathway as well. But that's sort of how the gold, silver, and bronze break down across disciplines. So that's the meat of this program, are all the different sports science and medicine personnel that we can put around the athletes. So if they're on the team, they can tap into the nutritionists at the USOC. They can tap into physiological testing. They can do sports psychology. Any of these kind of things they can tap into and will have on their team, and that's where the performance directors that Jim was talking about really come into play to build out a blueprint of what each athlete needs unique to them to make sure that they have all the bases covered to maximize their performance.
Yeah.
We just don't have those USOC specific resources for non-Olympic disciplines like cyclocross, so they won't have access to a training center to train, or the cash stipends, or the National Medical Network through the US Olympic Committee, or any of those kind of Olympic-centric benefits.
So all cross riders down those would be the bronze?
Effectively, the sport is the bronze level. We will name gold, silver, and bronze because we have that distinction in terms of the status that they have, but really in terms of the benefit that the athlete gets, it's very much across the board similar because they don't have the luxury of those USOC supported things.
We want to have it a point where if you're Team USA and you've demonstrated that you can compete at the highest international level, USA Cycling is going to make sure that you can get that. And it's always kind of been there, but again, we haven't been able to institutionalize it to make sure that everybody at that level can get it. And I think that's the big difference. By having more staff, clarifying to athletes what's available to them, defining the pool clearly based on objective criteria, we're hoping that it's not just pockets, but it's the whole class of people at that level have access to everything. Some will utilize and some won't, but it won't be because they didn't know about it, and it won't be because we couldn't help them get there. I think that's the big change that we're trying to get to from the past to now, is that broader base and make sure that everybody can get it.